Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we're diving deep into the connection between salt and blood pressure and why the information we've been fed might not be as straightforward as it seems. But before we dive into the details, if you find this content helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel to support health aware and raising health awareness. You were fooled and lied to by people who claim to be professional nothingness. Contrary to the common belief in a direct link between salt and high blood pressure, recent studies challenge this notion. A notable rat study indicates that it's not solely the salt content, but rather an overactivation of the sympathetic nervous system that heightens sensitivity to salt. In this research, after a high salt regime, the observed blood pressure increase was attributed to the nervous system's response rather than the salt alone. This suggests a more complex relationship between salt intake and blood pressure regulation, emphasizing the need to consider factors beyond salt quantity when assessing its impact on cardiovascular health. Prevailing counsel to limit salt intake to less than 2,000 milligrams is critiqued here for its oversimplification. While advocating for reduced sodium consumption is valid, labeling 2,000 milligrams as a universal magic number overlooks the intricate nature of the salt-blood pressure relationship. Research suggests that sodium's impact varies among individuals, and the body's response to it is not uniform. The National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine face challenges in establishing precise intake guidelines due to certain complexities. Acknowledging this complexity is crucial, urging a more nuanced approach to dietary recommendations beyond a one-size-fits-all solution. Even then, the hurdles escalate when attempting accurate sodium assessments through multiple consecutive 24-hour urine tests, considered the gold standard. Participants find it arduous to adhere to meticulous urine collection over several days, diminishing study populations. The American Heart Association notes various pitfalls in large observational studies, from participants altering behavior to potential confounding factors. Navigating these hurdles is imperative for precise insights into the intricate salt-blood pressure dynamic, stressing the need for refined research methodologies. Now, to address the said complexity, both observational and interventional methods were used for the studies. Observational studies based on populations analysis grapple with challenges like recall bias and varied sodium intake. Conversely, interventional studies involved controlled manipulation of salt intake, offering a superior level of precision and reliability. By splitting subjects into groups and meticulously controlling variables, interventional studies significantly outweigh observational counterparts in methodological rigor. The ability to randomize, blind, and incorporate control groups provides a robust framework for scrutinizing the salt-blood pressure relationship. While acknowledging limitations in both approaches, the scientific community leans towards interventional studies for their unparalleled control, yielding more dependable insights into the intricate dynamics of salt and blood pressure. Not only that, gauging sodium balance has already been proved to be difficult, promoting the National Academics to set an adequate intake at 1,500 milligrams. Reflective of the inherent challenges, the scientific community aligns on the beneficial effects of reducing salt intake, particularly for hypertensive individuals. However, consensus falters when extending these benefits to the broader population, leaving uncertainty about the universal applications of salt reduction. The intricacies of sodium's interaction within the body, coupled with variations in individual responses, complicate efforts to establish a singular threshold. This nuanced perspective underscores the ongoing debate within the scientific community regarding the broader implications of salt intake beyond hypertensive contexts. Did you know that in terms of dietary habits, processed foods emerge as a pivotal contributor, accounting for over 70% of sodium intake? The correlation between high salt consumption and health issues gains nuances as processed food, laden with salt for preservation, flavor, texture, which dominate modern diet. Scrutinizing ingredient lists reveals surprising sodium sources, challenging the narrative of salt is the sole culprit. A case in point is the alarming sodium content in everyday items like breakfast bars, chips, and canned foods. This revelation and reevaluation, urging consideration of the broader dietary landscape and the multifaceted factors contributing to health concerns beyond salt alone. Beyond fixating on sodium levels, acknowledging the impact of lifestyle factors becomes imperative. Exercise, sleep, and stress management from integral components influencing cardiovascular health, surpassing the simplistic narrative of salt as a solitary antagonist. A deeper examination reveals the stark contrast between the nutritionally proactive individual who's cognizant of dietary choices and the processed food consumer, like neglecting essential lifestyle aspects. By broadening the discourse to encompass these multifaceted influences, the emphasis shifts from demonizing salt to cultivating comprehensive well-being through a balanced interplay of diet and lifestyle. It's really not that simple. Adding to its already established complex nature, putting a critical lens over the food industry unveils its pivotal role in argumenting salt content for preservation, flavor enhancement, and various utilitarian motives. By relinquishing control over our nutritional choices, we unwittingly surrender to the industry's prerogative of intensifying salt levels. Processed foods laden with excessive sodium often prioritize shelf life and taste over nutritional integrity. This symbiotic relationship between consumer choices and industry practices underscores the need for heightened awareness. The correlation between conceding responsibility to the food industry and elevated salt consumption accentuates the urgency of empowering individuals to navigate their dietary landscape. With everything said, individuals can reclaim control over their nutrition. By advocating for a shift towards whole foods, individuals can exert influence over their health outcomes. The emphasis extends beyond salt intake, encompassing holistic dietary choices. Opting for nutrient-rich, unprocessed foods not only moderates sodium consumption but also addresses broader health concerns. This approach, rooted in personal responsibility, fosters a proactive stance towards well-being, encouraging individuals to be discerning consumers and take charge of their dietary habits becomes pivotal in the request for sustained health and vitality. With this, we conclude the video. Check out our channel for more interesting videos for your health. Remember, our goal is to raise health awareness as much as possible, and you can help us too by supporting with your engagement. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to those you love to help them live a healthy life. This is Health Aware, and we hope we have helped you today in becoming more health aware.